y'all sit down. I said nobody. I said nobody. I better say that to y'all because the mother's the only one talking about it. I said nobody. Nobody. No. No, no, no. I said no, no. Judge can't do me like. President can't do me like. Councilman can't do me like. Mayor can't do me like. You can't do me like Jesus. Nobody. See, y'all felt that, didn't it? Somebody say nobody. I got to keep moving. I got to keep moving. I got to keep moving. Let's give the Lord a round of praise for everybody in the house. Our visitors. Let's thank God for our visitors. Amen. We do want to honor Sister Naya and her family that's here. Amen. We know there's not the best reasons to come together, but they're here. And we will let you know our prayers are with you and that we're standing with you during this most difficult time. But as we all know, we all are not meant here to be forever. Say amen. But we are here to enjoy one another. Say amen. Whatever you do, make sure you make it last and you be real. Say amen. Tell each other how much you love them while you can see them. I mean, some of us, man, if some of us had an opportunity to do it again, we'd do it different, wouldn't we? I mean, we'd go see Papa. We'll talk to Papa. We'll call him. We'll check on him. Sometimes we get so busy doing what we do and just doing our thing, and then when times get bad, and then what was meant to be, you don't have an opportunity to do it, it hurts. Say amen. My father's gone on to be with the Lord some many, many years ago. My mother gone on to be with the Lord many, many years ago. And a lot of times God has to give you what we call substitutes. People that stand in the gap to cover you. Because God is so good at what he does, he ain't going to leave you empty. He going to put people around you. Come on. They won't be the authentic. There's nothing like the original. But God will give you people, come on here, who will fill in the gap for you. Who will get you through the moment. I can't get nobody to say nothing here. I don't know about you, but I'm glad God raised up people around me. Come on, good mothers, good fathers, spiritual mothers and fathers who stood in the gap and helped me get through the dark times when I didn't have nobody. Searched all over. Couldn't find nobody. But to God be the glory. Come on, for he has done great things. Amen. All right, I got to do something real quick. Brother Rucker, come on up here real quick. Come on up here, Brother Rucker. Sit right here, Brother Rucker. Sit right here, Brother Rucker. In the hot seat. In the hot seat. This is just my little opening. Say amen. I want to ask Brother Rucker a question because everybody say, let's look around and just tell every father that you see, holler at him and say, Happy Father's Day. Y'all didn't do that right. Come on. I want sister to practice on him one more time. Look at him. Just look at him right there. Holler at him. Say, Happy Father's Day. I want everybody to look at this brother right here and holler at him. I need him. I want some more cheer. He's just looking all deep. No, I'm messing with you. I want everybody to look at him. Turn around and tell him. I want y'all to look at him and preach at him like I preach, loud and crazy, and say, Happy Father's Day. Come on. Now look around at somebody, find 3 people real quick, just 3 people that you don't know, and just holler at them, amen, men. Come on now, and just tell them Happy Father's Day. Men, now find some brothers now. Y'all sisters get busy now. This ain't your birthday, this is the Father's Day. We got one up here, y'all ain't saying nothing to him. Happy, amen. Reason why I had him sit here is because I want to ask him a question because, you know, he is the father of 2 sons. 2 sons, amen. They're adults now. And I want to ask him about, you know, I mean, what has been your greatest achievement as a father to your 2 boys, your 2 men?
Pastor, I believe my greatest achievement to my sons is first being a father. First of all, I realized that I honor God first. And I honor God the way my father brought me up to honor God. try to be at all times remembering of that now that I'm a father. So what I did first was honor God first and bring my sons up the way to realize that God is first.
If there was one thing you said, I wish if I could do it again, them being little boys, what would be that one thing you would say, hey, man, I would have did this better?
And you know what, Pastor, this chair not high.
Well, you know, we can do something about that.
But that's a tough question. And if I were to do something different, I believe that I would have continued to not do anything. Let me rephrase that. I don't believe I would have done anything differently. I believe I would continue to, and what I would continue to do differently would continue to enforce the Word of God first in my life, continue to reinforce the Word of God in my son's life. And, I'm proud of them for what they've done. I'm proud of them the fact that they completed their high school education. I brought them up as athletes. Both of them were very athletic. They always had respect for people. They have a love for people. And they continue to, even after high school, they continue to aspire. They went on to college and obtained their college degrees. And even right now, they're living like young men. They're living like young men because that's the way God has blessed them to be. I will continue to enforce the word of God in their life, because I don't want to sit here and say that I didn't, and I would do that better.
Let's thank God for Brother Rucker. Thank you, Brother Rucker. Give it up. Give it up for him. And I think the highlight of what he had to say was raise your child up in a godly way. Teach him to respect people. Respect is important. In the hour in which we live in, that is something that has been far-fetched from the homes, because young people now, they treat elderly people any kind of way, talk to any and everybody any kind of way. Those foundational teachings that we got when we were coming up, you either did it or you was knocked out. You was on the floor talking to the carpet, say amen, or eating them carpet burgers. Say amen. My daddy did, when my daddy had to come, that was it. I just knew that whenever my father showed up, my mother came, she was gonna beat me till I stole something. But but when my daddy came, I said, Lord, let me die before he whip me. Let me pass out before he gets started. Let me go on and just let me go and be on the floor. I'll be unconscious so I won't feel nothing. Because I know when he come, it's the wrath of God. I can't get no help in him because he don't play. Because you was never raised to disrespect your family. And if your parents ever had to come to school about anything you do, that's like disrespecting your family. And mama had to get off work. Oh, Lord. Daddy had to get off work. And don't let an elderly person bring you home. Especially Miss Maggie from down on the end. Rough. I caught Greg over here in this here again. Bring you right to him. And then they kill you for them bringing them to you. And then they kill you because you got in trouble. And then they may think about whipping you again before you go to bed. They just they rehearse it in their mind. I don't know, y'all didn't have parents like that. Nowadays they say don't whoop them, don't touch them, talk to them. My mother said, I'm going to talk to you while I'm whooping you. You made me. I love you, but you ever had conversations like that from your parents? Praise God. Come on, Brother Darian. Come out that booth for a minute. Come on, Darian. You got 2 seconds to get down here. Come on, Darian. Come on, bro. You're going to hold up my service. You're holding up the service. He always got to go on like he on a campaign or something. Come on, man. Sit down right here. Sit down, sit down. Sit down right here. Sit down, sit down. I mean, you've been a father for several years. You got grandkids now and all that kind of stuff. I know y'all say he don't look like he that old. But I didn't ask the young people that, though. I just asked the young people. But tell me something about fatherhood that you want to share with people that they need to know. I mean, tell me something that's very intimate, maybe deep, if you would use those words, that you would want a father to know about raising his kids or spending time with his kids or being there for their kids. And I just need you to give it in a phrase, not in 3 paragraphs. Come on. Come on.
I would tell any father, time is very, 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 very important. First of all, time, and to let your child know that they can come to you with anything. And instead of you judging them right off the bat, you listen, and then you let them feel like they're being heard. Then you give them how you see the situation, and they would accept it more better than we just come fussing at them by anything. And the main thing, especially being a godly man, is just take them by the hand and pray with them every now and then, just out the blue. And that cultivates, that gives them something to do when you're not around. They would know, hey, well, Dad always grabbed my hand. They start praying. So now they're praying with their friends. We don't know how much the kids follow us when they see us do stuff, and then you wonder where they get it from. It's learned. They see it. I don't know where you get that from. He seen you yesterday talking about Sister. So that's the gist of that right there.
Hold up. Ha! Come back. Run, don't look back. Now I know you weren't raised up with your father, am I right? Okay, so you kind of the uncle. It was others that raised you. Okay, and like mother and grown people, you raised around more like a lot of women more than men. Your uncle was there.
My mom got tired of whooping me. She called her brother.
Okay, well we'll leave that part out. Okay, but my question is, it took you having to find out some real reasons for you to stand up to be a father, because you didn't get all the role models.
Right.
See, and a lot of times, young men figure like they don't get the role models that they supposed to live busted lives. They're making excuses for not fathering their children the way they should, when it ought to be an element of encouragement to the individual that I want to give my child what I didn't get. Exactly. Are you with me? And I think that's kind of what you did, because you wanted your family to have everything kind of like what you didn't get.
Exactly. Although mom got on me, long if I did good, mom made sure you was all right. But when you did bad, mom made sure you was all right.
Leave that right there, y'all. Leave that right there. But.
Yeah, I wanted my kids to have everything, because I didn't have that dad every day. You wake up and then, dad there to spend time and stuff like that. Mama may have had a boyfriend or whatever, but they wasn't around like that. So I didn't really have those role models. So sometimes I had to find it outside of home, go to my friends' house, see how they dad do. You know what I'm saying? So a few little things you pick up along the way. And the worst thing is when we don't spend that time with our kids, somebody will.
Thank y'all. Final words. Thank you, sir. It's so powerful. You end it strong. Come on, let's thank God for Brother Darian. One thing he said, hey, if you don't teach your children, someone else will. Woo. Because they're going to eat from somebody's table. They're going to eat from somebody's table. And you'd rather be the one that's feeding them wisdom, understanding how to do and how to handle and how to move forward in life. Because if they hear from outside sources, most children tend to lean and look to where their feeding spots are. Okay? So if you don't do your job, somebody else will. That goes all the way down the line. Because if a man don't love his wife, somebody else gonna love her. Y'all ain't saying nothing. She feel like you too busy for her. Guess what? Somebody gonna find some time to fill in that slot that you left open. I can't get no help in here. So let's do our job. Adrian. Got to be my last one. All right, Adrian. Adrian, I know you're a father now. You got 3 beautiful daughters. The Lord bless you. Beautiful wife. And a lot of stuff you do now as a father, I know you say something you get from me or whatever, but you've been around, you've been in the church all your life, really. That's, it wasn't just us. We had a lot of good role models that was around you. And how has that benefited you?
I would say having the different role models. First off, I want to say my dad is the best dad anybody could have.
I paid him for that. I paid him for that. Cost me $52. No, I'm in the church, Lord. I'm in the church. Thank you.
But like my father said, I had a lot of different role models. I think every role model taught me something. My Uncle Lee, if everybody know, Elder Lee was he disciplined. He got on you. I can walk past my Uncle Lee, oh, Negro, you ain't gonna speak? That type of stuff. No matter if I'm mad, he taught me discipline. My father and mother are disciplined, but once I got a little older, they kind of, the rope kind of got a little longer. But one thing I found out with my dad is compassion for his daughter, my sister. I have 3 girls, praying for a son. But with my girls, I'm understanding that even though a mother is supposed to be a mother of nourish and comfort, a father has to be just as that as well. I would say I'm hard on my 2 girls. I have 3, but the third one she can't do nothing. But the 2, I would say I'm hard on them, but I'm understanding to be more compassionate, more understanding, more loving, more nourish with them. When they want to whine, instead of just saying, girl, be quiet, I'm understanding to pick them up and hold them and give them a hug and, do that type of stuff.
I'm feeling something, y'all.
So with that, I would say that is something that I've learned from my father. Anybody that sees my father, my sister on social media, that my sister and my dad have a awesome relationship. They make up songs together. They be rapping in the car together. He be doing a beatbox. They have a awesome relationship, and I'm understanding that the only way he was able to get that relationship is not by just being her, but by telling her what she did wrong, but also comforting her even when she did do wrong. So I would say, the different role models. My Uncle Lee. Wait, I had 3. My Uncle Lee, my Uncle Nate, and my daddy. Now I'm gonna tell you, discipline, party, and to be compassionate. So my Uncle Nate, he can have fun with his girls. So, and my Uncle Nate had only daughters as well. So, I would say that those, you and your two brothers definitely was excellent role models on how to be a great father.
Thank you, Adrian. Let me tell you something. Fathering is not an easy task. Primarily in the hour in which we live in, is definitely not a difficult task, because the world has almost rebuilt the system of discipline based on what we were trained, raised, and to do according to the Bible. Bible says, spare the rod, spoil the child. School system say you hit him now, you go to jail. In the world system, people calling the man down there. My mother said when they start talking about that at first, this is way back in the 70s, they started talking like that. And my mother said, you call him if you want him. Yeah, go ahead and call him. Tell him come get me. But when they come, they're going to find a dead body out there. Okay? And it's not going to be me, because I brought you in this world. That's the old school way, okay? But you know why? Because they had to stay on us. We were very aggressive kids. Very aggressive. I mean, not that we weren't curious about what was out there. Man, we tried everything early before it's time. And it took strong, disciplined people who were stern, people who stayed on us to be able to bring us into who we are. Say amen? Now, I want to talk about, go to Luke 15 real quickly. Luke 15. Are y'all happy? Can I preach from here? Y'all ain't gonna get mad. That preach from a chair. That ain't my church. I don't like them kind of church right there. The man said out and preach. Shanda ba 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 ba. Okay. Thank you, Lord. Now, I want to go to Luke 15. Luke 15. Did I say Luke 15? 11. Now let's go down to the 17th verse. Go to the 17th verse. Go there. And the story builds around a man who had two sons and all that kind of stuff. One son, Abraham, was the youngest son, and he thought that, hey, I'm ready to go and launch out into the world and do my thing. I'm ready. I'm equipped, And how many of y'all parents, Abraham, don't have sons that kind of got to you? They weren't even 13 yet already ready to do that. Come on, 14, just got the foot wet. Come on, want to step out and take on the world, ain't got a job, still know more than everybody. Come on, ain't all that with his skills and techniques, but still believe that he knows more than everybody else. Sometimes those kids, you got to kind of let them go. Go ahead with your bad self. And like this prodigal son, he came to his dad. He was a young boy. He wasn't an adult, but he was still young, immature. One thing that he left guidance. Write this down if you're taking notes. Children, watch this. Be careful about moving from under the umbrella of divine guidance before it's time. That's why you have parents. That's why you have a father, somebody that's there to help mold you and prepare you to bring you into who you are. You'll hear me say this all the time. Nobody gets to the top by themselves. I don't care how good you look, you ain't going to get there by yourself. I don't care how much money you make, you still don't get there by yourself. Come on, I don't care how many degrees you have, you still don't get there by yourself. Nobody. 17. And now I'm going to bring you into this text a little bit, so I'm going to tell you what happens before I get to 17. The young lad came, the certain father had two sons, all right? One son was younger, and he came to his dad and said, well, Dad, I believe my time has come. I want to move on. I want to do great things. I want to venture into the world. I believe I got everything I need. I'm getting ready to go. So he takes his money. He takes his possessions. His father could not deny him of his stuff because outrightly it belonged to him. All y'all hearing me? But the timing wasn't right, but the father could not say no, but he let him have it. So he let him go, and he went where? First of all, there's several things that went wrong. If you're going to go somewhere, don't travel where people can't get to you. First thing he did, he traveled to a far country. All right, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? Well, first of all, he don't know nobody where he going. Number two, if anything broke out, it took the help a long time to get them. Come on. And then on top of that, he went there not knowing the people. He didn't study his environment. He don't have nobody that he knows there, but he went there all biggity, all knowing, y'all got what it's saying. And guess what? He got in the wrong place around the wrong people, and guess what happens when you get in the wrong place with wrong people? Wrong things starts happening. So he goes in a far country, takes all his possessions, all his wealth, and then he starts partying. He starts living riotously. I mean, he was probably throwing parties every night. Probably had his own place. He was probably throwing big gigs. He was buying all the stuff. He was feeding everybody. And guess what? After a while, if you ain't got no replenishing plan, how the money coming back? Everybody need a replenishing plan. Because if you ain't got no what we call reciprocity, something going out, there's got to be something. And all you doing is, it ain't nothing. What's going to happen? The well is going to run dry. He got in a far country, away from his people, living outrageously, spending, being the life of the party, showing everybody I'm all that in a bag of chips and a Pepsi soda and an almond joy. And got down to the last of the last, and nobody did him like he did them. Why is that? He was in a place where he had no relationship with people, no foundation, and first of all, he ran out. When you run out, you got to know somebody. If you don't have no Jesus, no favor, you're going to need to know somebody. And even if you got a credit card, all the cards don't work everywhere you go. And if you own the card, you might be careful how you're using it. Because wherever you go, you're still going to owe it. Say amen. So he goes there, and then all of a sudden now, he loses everything. He has to get a job. He has to get a job, and then when he has to get a job, a famine breaks out. So that means everybody is skimming now. Everybody don't holler have nothing. And so that's the bad place to be, when nobody can loan you nothing, nobody can borrow you nothing, nobody can feed you, nobody can help you. So therefore, everybody's trying to hold on to what they have. Why? Because there's a famine in the land, and now you're in a bad place, in a bad spot, a long way from home, in a famine, come on here, and nobody can help. So he has to get a job. And the job he has to get is working in a place, come on here, around unlawful things. He was not raised to work for people. He was raised for people to work for him. You know something wrong now when your legacy has a reversal. When you're supposed to be the boss, and now somebody else your boss. Then on top of that, you're in a pig swine, feeding pigs, which where you come from, that animal is unlawful. Now it got so bad that I'm feeding the unlawful, unclean animals. And on top of that, I done got so hungry now that I'm willing and ready to eat the husk that the pigs eat. Now I'm coming down. Have I come down or have I fallen down? Come on. How many of you know there's a place you can fall? My God. How many of y'all ever been down to the bottom? You felt you were there. Come on. Y'all real people. Let real talk to me. Come on. Real life can bring you to some situations. Come on here. Amen. That you can put your trust in people. When they get through robbing you, get through treating you the way they do, they send you right to the bottom. Come on. But the bottom is not a bad place. Come on, because the bottom is a place, come on, where we find and realize that our best friends are not really our best friends, and everything that we thought was right might be all wrong, and it may be the place, come on, where the light really comes on, where we find out, hey, I'm in the wrong place at the wrong time with the wrong people, and maybe I don't know everything. I can't get no help in here. We talking, I'm sitting in a chair talking. So he gets in there, he's working one day with the husk and his pigs, feeding them, and he start designing their food. Then he start thinking about that. You know, if I was in my daddy's house, even the hired servants in the house of my daddy's house eat better than what I'm eating right now. Now, what kind of fool am I? I was in the right place, around the right thing. I was the son of the man of the house. And now I'm so broke because I got so fat where I forgot who fed me. I got too high up on the house. Come on, say amen. That now I think I know more than everybody. God will teach you some things, won't he? Anybody ever had a lesson from heaven? Come on, ever had a time or a season when God had to come through and show you who really the boss? Hey, if God ever had to show you that you done got a job, you thought that job was going to be the job of your life. Come on. You was always going to be working there. The benefits was good. And you fooled around and got a little comfortable and start acting all kind of ways. And the man came one day and tell you, hey, we can't keep you no more. And all of a sudden, come on here, all them credit cards you got and all them cars you done bought and all them other things you did it because you thought that income was always going to be there. And then now all of a sudden the income has been snatched. Now you don't have a job. Now you don't have nowhere to go. And you still got the payments. You still got the bills, you still got to pay this, and you still got to pay that. Anybody ever lost a job and did the man say you don't got to pay rent this week? Anybody ever lost a job and they told you, say, you don't got to put no gas in the car, we got your gas? Anybody when you lost a job or lost opportunity, that anybody will always say, well, you got to worry about the groceries, we're going to buy them? Come on, no. Nothing stops. You don't lost your job, nothing stops. The bills keep coming in. So you got to come up with a solution. But thank God for the favor of God. Anybody in here can relate to the fact that you had some days and some seasons in your life where things went bad, but God kept you alive? God kept you in that car. You didn't have no money for no payment, but somehow God kept you in that car. Sometimes God will keep you in the house. Your children ain't going around here looking like no commercial talking about, amen, children over in foreign countries with the bellies all out. No, God has kept you alive. You've been eating. You might not have been eating what you want to eat, but you got some beans and some rye. You don't learn what to do with some eggs. Y'all ain't saying nothing. And got some sausages and some hot dogs. Y'all ain't saying nothing. Know what to do with that food and know how to make it stretch. You used to go buy steaks, amen, and a bunch of chicken and amen and some lamb chops, but now you're down there getting you some smoked neck bones. Y'all ain't saying nothing. And some yellow rice. Y'all ain't saying nothing. And some cornbread. Now you're in there making it work. Back to the old school. Now you eat breakfast. You weren't eating breakfast before because you was too high and mighty. Now you're down there getting them eggs. You eat breakfast in the midday. It might be dinner when you get this something. Go down and get some of that smoked sausage, cut it out in the middle, put some white rice on it. Get some bell peppers and onion. Yeah, we're going to do this. Come on, because God has a way of teaching you the needful and necessary things. Can I get a witness in here? So the young boy, he goes off. I'm about done. And the young boy goes on and he gets in a place. He's sitting there in that husk, and he said, man, when he comes to himself. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, come to yourself. Sometimes you get to a place, come on, where things have to come back to you. And when he came to himself, he said, I will go to my father's house. Now, it's kind of tough going to your father's house when you left there with all them big words in your mouth. When Daddy was trying to sit down and talk to you, that I know what I'm doing. And that old word, you know, kids say when they get 18, I'm grown. Ain't got no job. Ain't buying no groceries. Washing powders. Nothing. Only power they have is the power to bring that crazy word out of their mouth. I'm grown. Put them out there on the street, they be buzzard meat. Because they ain't got nothing to keep them alive. They dead already. But they get bold. I don't know where that come from. They get bold, the chest blow up. They want to get in your face and tell you, and you have to remind them, say, that room you sleep in, that's mine. Them sheets you laying on, them towels in that rack right there, them groceries in that refrigerator right there. Where Adrian at? Where Adrian at? Did he run? No, I want him in here. Wait, cause he gonna identify this. Come on, Adrian, where you at? Y'all go get him, bring him back in. I don't want to say I was talking behind his back. Come on, Adrian, you know I got to use you for this demonstration. Sit on the front row, Adrian. Right there. Y'all give him a paper towel because he might need it in a minute. I'm messing with Adrian. But Adrian don't mind. Adrian don't mind. So he going to tell his story to his church. God forbid Lele pull up on him like that. I'm just saying. Check this out. Adrian, he said, Mom, one day I'm in the back. Adrian all up there. Adrian is 18 now. He got all fired up. Tell me, I don't do this. He was talking about cleaning up the house. Clean up the kitchen. I don't do it. So I heard him and his mama in there like going off. And I ain't got to, I'm finna. I said, I'm listening. I'm finna go. I'm leaving right now because y'all don't even respect me. I'm 18. I'm sitting there listening. So he get ready to storm out. I ease out. No bike. I say, hey, come here, son. I'm going with my friends. I'm going to their house. I got people that care about me. They love me. I say, okay, you can find out what love is in a minute. Come on, Hayden. I say, sit down right here. Come on, before you go. Sit down right here. Let me talk to you. Y'all put the label on this tape, Adrian. That's what we're going to title it, Adrian. The Father's Day, Adrian. Okay. So Adrian, I said, sit down, son. I said, look at now. If you leave the way you're leaving now, which is out of order and wrong, if you go to the mailbox and get a revelation, you my son. I'm going to let you back in. But your status changed. Now, that bedroom gonna cost you to stay in it. That refrigerator, it costs you to go up in there. You can't wash clothes in them. You can't. I made a long list of what you can't do. And Aiden heard that. He started sitting back in the little chair. And I said, now, I'm going to tell you what to do. Go in your room and think about it before you hit the door now. Because once you hit the door, all the things change. You come back. If you turn around, come because you my son, I'm going to let you in, but you on a different status. He ain't had nothing now, job. Well, how long you had that job, Adrian? How long you, hold up, y'all. How long you had that job, Adrian? He was on unemployment, amen, 2 weeks later. now. Hear me. So I said, go on there and think about it. Come back. You know, from that day to this day, he ain't never come back to tell me what he thought of it. He just went in his room, closed his door, and went back down. Because I'm going to tell you, your friends might let you stay a night. Y'all better help me preach this. Your buddies might let you stay there night, but their mama and their daddy, they say, son, go home. You don't belong here. I can't feed you. I can't take care of you. I already got enough miles around here to feed. If you got good sense, go talk it over and get it right with your parents. That's what they would have told him. I know. He said, but I was trying to get him to think before he got out the door. And that night, we didn't have to worry about it. Sometimes you have to just bring it to the kids, let them know, because ain't nobody going to treat you like mom and daddy. I better say that again. Ain't nobody going to treat you like mama and papa. Ain't nobody going to feed you. Ain't nobody going to put up with your mess like them. You can't be running like y'all be running late with mom and papa on the payments. Oh, that's mom and daddy. You ain't going to run like that with the man down on the street who got the little duplex. Come on. You don't pay. He got 18 people waiting in line to get that little apartment you in. Come on, because he'll put you on the streets in 3 days. Legally, he ain't got to do it, but he will, because he know your parents. Well, I know, ain't you Reverend for or something? Well, I work with you. You got 2 more days. You got 2 more days. If I were you, I'll go talk to my daddy. That's what they be trying to get, because they know we'll help them. But the thing is, check this out. We got to help them. Fathering is a tough assignment sometimes. I wish we all could sit around and say, hey, everything was swell. This boy, when he came to himself, he went back to his father because he knew his father was a just man. See, that's the best part. See, if you got an evil father, you won't probably go back to him. You'd rather go back to the jungle. But if you had a righteous father, a father that loved you, cared about you, you know at least you can go back to him and he going to do you right. And he going to be fair. Say amen? And he was. Because the moment his father saw him from afar, he ran to his son that had made all the mistakes, that had did everything wrong, that lost his inheritance, had gone busted, and he came running down the road, stretching his arms out. You know why? Because it ain't nothing like returning back to the rightful place. Guess what? The glory of a father is that, come on, he don't want to see his children fail. He wants to see them have success. And he know all of them ain't going to go the same path. Some of them may do things in different ways. He said, but at the bottom line, that when we lay our head down to sleep one day, we want to be able to say we have done well with our kids. That's all we want to do. And when we look down, they got a family, and they're working so they can provide and take care of their families. That's why we ought to always remind them of that. And stop babysitting your kids. I'm telling you this on the house. Stop all these kids, they're grown, you helping them all the time, giving them all your money. No, let them suffer a little bit. Let them get out, let them learn. Hey, seek it now, since you're alive, and if you see them going down and sinking to the bottom, yeah, throw a life raft out there. He said, but let them get out there and try to work their way through some tough times. Don't always bail them out, because they got to learn, because when you leave here, who going to bail them out? Who gonna help them? So they got to learn how to work hard. They got to learn how to pay. They got to learn how to save money just like you do. And you got to tell them, hey, all your little vacations, it took us a long time to start going on vacations and stuff. More people now think they get married, they can go around the world and spend all the money at Disney World and do all that kind of stuff. I said, no, you start having babies, you got 2 and 3 little ones, and you talking about going on vacation? We didn't do that for a long time, did it, baby? Long we start, Aiden was born, what? In 89. We got married in 88. Aiden was born in 89. And boy, shoot, I work in 2 jobs, trying to make it happen. But guess what? We weren't going on vacation. We ain't on vacation for 10 years probably. But once we started figuring out, we knew we had to have a system. We couldn't rob from Peter to pay Paul. So we had to save up for the vacation, put a little money to the side. And then guess what? Everybody, they tell me the first vacation ain't got to be at Disney World. The first vacation could be two nights in a Sarasota hotel down there where they got a pool at. Y'all ain't saying nothing. Children want to get wet. They don't care nothing about where they get wet at. They just want to get wet. Y'all ain't saying nothing. You ain't got to tell them it ain't the Marriott. Don't have to say all that. Just it's a pool out there. Y'all go out there, swim all day you want to. Stay out there and watch them if you want to. And guess what? Stop by the Subway down there and get our dinner. Say amen. Y'all ain't saying nothing. Get that dinner. Go to Kentucky Fried Chicken, eat that dinner. And we'll get a movie out of the hotel. We ain't got to go nowhere. We can do it all right here. Come on, you got to learn how to work it. Got to learn how to work it. Because you can do it with a little bit. You don't have to have a big budget. You can have a little budget and still have fun. I mean, a lot of fun. But you got to learn how to work it. Remember one time we went to Nickelodeon. No, I'm talking about we went to Nickelodeon. I mean, it's like we didn't have a lot of money, but all us, we had about 5, 6 of us in a little room. We was on top of each other like this. But we had a good time because all they wanted was the water. We suffered because we weren't used to doing nothing like that. But we sacrificed for them to have fun. We had doubled up, and all they want to do is go down there and get in that water, and they'll stay in that water all day. But Josh was scared of water. Y'all believe now you can't get him out of water. You take him with him. Now he's swimming there by himself with his jogging outfit on. He's just different. But my thing is, I'm finna go. It's time is ready now. He said, but on this Father's Day, enjoy your father while you can. Some of y'all need to call y'all fathers. You ain't close by, call them and tell them, hey, I love you, and happy Father's Day. And for everything that went wrong, forgive us. Forgive us if anything went wrong. If I done it, I want a fresh start. I want our ending to be better than our beginning. Because I wish I had my father here, because I sure would tell him that I would want our ending together, our relationship together to be better than the beginning. But he's not here. Matter of fact, he died of a massive stroke at 11, and I was holding his hand. And that's the last I know of my father. With his eyes going back in his head. Terrible thing. But he taught me a lot. Taught me to have fun. Because my daddy was a prankster. Boy, he pulled pranks on everybody. So he liked to have fun and laugh. And that's probably why we got it. Why we got a family full of Greg. You can't take Greg nowhere, Marsha ain't nowhere without him tripping. Agent be tripping sometime too. And the mama be trying to help me to stay the pastor. Say, you the pastor, you can't do that. You the pastor, cut it out. And when she turned her head, you know, I have fun. I like to have fun. But fun has its place. Say amen. Look at the men in here and say Happy Father's Day. Look at the brothers and say Happy Father's Day. Look at them. Come on. Go over and I'm going to tell you what, get out of your seat, go just love on a brother and tell him Happy Father's Day. Just one more time. I know y'all did that already, but you don't know what they got to go through. Brother Terrence, I'm saying Happy Father's Day to your brother, because you got a young girl, you got a daughter, and you got a grandbaby. This is another girl. Oh, Lord, she pregnant again. I'm praying for you, boy, because better get your money right. They're gonna be calling you. Ain't that good? What I want to do, I'm going to do one thing tonight in prayer, real prayer. I'm going to ask this family to come. Would y'all come? Would y'all come? The daughters, sisters, come on. Whole family come. I want the whole family to come. They're here. I just want to do that before I leave, before I get up out of here. I want the whole family to come, the Anderson family and the sisters. I want them to come. You're a good, good Father. That's who you are. Keep the tempo I got, because y'all like to speed it up for some